Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting with the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. My name is Malaika and I am from the Department of PS Chemistry. Today in my presentation, I am going to share my experience of completing the fifth course of SQL, which was Introduction to Relational Databases in SQL. Here are the contents of my presentation. First of all, I'll talk about how we can work in a database. Then I'll talk about some of the attribute constraints, then about key constraints. Then I'll tell you how we can glue together the tables. And then at the last, I will show my statement of accomplishment. So let's get started. First of all, working with a database. For example, you are given a table named University Professors and you want to select all the columns of that particular table, but you want to limit that result to only 5 rows of all the columns. So in that case, the syntax would be, you will write select followed by star from university professors. And for limiting the result to only first 5 rows, you will write limit 5 followed by a semicolon. Now, how can you create your table? For creating a table, you will write the syntax create table followed by your table name. In this example, the table created is professors. Then after that, you will draw brackets, and in the brackets, you will one by one, separated by commas, you will write your column name. For example, the first column name is first name. The column name would be followed by data type. Here data type is text, then comma, then your second column name, which is last name here, followed by its data type, bracket close, followed by semicolon. Now, once we have created our table, how we can make further changes in it. For example, if we want to alter the table and we want to alter one of the column. For example, we want to add a column in the professor's table named university short name. So we will write the syntax alter table followed by the table name. Then we will write add column followed by the column name and its data type. Then if we want to rename our column name, so how we will do that? Simply we will write alter table followed by the table name. In this example, the table name is affiliations. And I want to rename the organization table to organization, in which first organization was written with S. And in the second, I want to change it to Z. So simply I have to write rename the column name to which column name I want to rename it, followed by semicolon. If I want to delete the table or any column from a particular table, how will I do that? Simply I will write alter table followed by the table name. In this example, the table name is affiliations. Then I will write drop column, and then I will write the column name which I want to delete from my table. If I want to delete completely my table, not a particular column, then I will simply write truncate followed by the table name and my table will be deleted. Talking about some attribute constraints. So how we can add values in our tables? Simply we will write insert into followed by our table name. For example, there is a table called transactions and I want to add some values into its 3 columns. I want to add values into transaction date column, amount column and fee column, which is already present in the transactions table. Simply I will write the table name followed by in brackets its 3 columns in which I want to insert the values. Secondly, I will write values and in the same order, I will write the values that I want to insert in those particular columns. Then there is a function using function or using substring function, which can be also used to alter table. For example, I want to alter my table named professor. And in this table, I want to alter the column first name, whose type was varchar1 to varchar16. Varchar is simply a type of data type. So I can do this with the using function. So I will write alter table followed by my table name. Then I will write the name of the column which I want to alter. And then using substring syntax will be followed by the type varchar characters which I want to insert in that table or which I want to change in that column. Then talking about some of the unique key constraints. For example, if I want to count or get the number of rows present in a particular table, I will simply write select followed by count. In the bracket, I will write my column name. But if I want to count, for example, there is a table named universities, and I want to count the number of distinct values in the university column, then I will write the syntax like this: select followed by count followed by distinct, and then in the bracket I will write my column name. So I will get the number of distinct values in the university city column. Try out some different combinations. If I want to get some distinct values and in similarly the count of the first name and last name column of the professor's table, then the syntax would be same as described. Now, if I want to update my column name to something, then what will I do? For example, there is a column name cars, and I want to update the cars table, and I want to update its column, which is ID. So I will write update followed by my table name, and I want to set the ID column. So I will write set ID equals to concat is the function, in the bracket the values which I want to insert. Now at the last, how you can glue together tables with foreign keys. It is simple, as I described in my previous presentations, that we can glue together different tables with different types of joins like inner joins, outer joins, semi joins, etc. So in this case, simply we want to glue two tables together. So what we will do, we'll write the column names which I want to select from one table, which is called affiliations, and I want to join that table with another table called professors. Simply I will write join professors, and then on will be followed by the specific condition on which I want to join these two tables. And for further filtering, if I want to group my results by professor's university ID and I want the count by descending order, so I'll write it. And here is my statement of accomplishment that arrived just after I completed my course. So that's all from my side. Thank you.